Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, FinTech Hub. This is Maverick Flex Toolmaster. A customer brought to me that's faulty. There is no power at all, there's no power on. Once it's plugged in, it does not power on at all. And that's the brand ARC 300. It's an IGBT inverter. It's an inverter welding machine. So that's the inverter. There's the inverter. So now we are going to plug it on and see what the problem is like before we open to fix. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so let's look at the power. These are the power. Let's see, put it on. Let's see. You see the power is on, but there's no display here. I mean the machine is not powering on. So that's exactly the problem. So now let's we are going to disconnect it and open the machine. So let's see what the problem is like. Let's open it and do diagnosis and also try to fix it. Okay, let's go. So we start by opening the cover. By opening the cover. Okay. Let's open the casing. So we are seeing the process. We can now open the cover. That's the machine. Okay. That's the machine ARC 300. So let's go through to the problem. If you look at the inside board, you discover this is the power, the wire. This is the wire supplying power. This is the capacitor. This is the main board. This is heat sink. This heat sink is the one that holding the IGBT that control the inverter. But this is not the normal winding soldering iron. This is the inverter soldering iron. Inverter welding machine. This inverter welding machine is using IGBT and they are fixed here. This one is using 4. So we're going to open it and find out the problem. In this case, we're going to check in this case we are going to use a digital meter, try to detect the problem so we can fix it. So first of all, you're supposed to check the wires. I've read the wires out to the point. First of all, I have to read the wire, make sure there's continuity, which I've done, and the wires are okay. The second thing I have to check is the switch. I have to check the switch by putting continuity. one few wire here, positive and negative. You see it's off now. You can see buzzing sound. It's off, as you can see. So if I on it, you see that to show you that the switch is okay, it's working. Then the next step is to check if there's a fuse somewhere around here. If there's a fuse, definitely this fuse must have blown. So the second thing to check if there's a fuse, that I have checked here, the switch from here, the power comes here directly to the board. I have checked around here, there is no fuse in any place. If there's a fuse, definitely that fuse will get blown. Then we have to check why it's blown and try to find out the problem, but there's no. So in this case, you know that in this case there is no fuse. Definitely one of these components, one or almost all of them, might have gotten blown. I mean the IGBT transistors that is fixed in this heat sink, that one that are controlling the inversion, that are doing the inverting of this soldering iron, of this welding machine. Definitely one of them, all of them is faulty. So we are now going to remove the board and try to find out which one is faulty. Because in this case, as long as there is no fuse, there's no need of you trying to check this very board. This is the power section that supplies the normal supply from 9 volts to 15 volts, depend on the brand. This very voltage is one that voltage that comes out from here is the one that supplies these tiny ICs for the display, and the oscillating IC that drives this inverting IGBT transistors. So this chopper here is the first one that gets the voltage. It works from 9 volts to 15 volts. They supply all these ICs. Some of them is for the display here, some of them are for the display, and some of them goes the oscillator that drive the IGBT transistor, so that the machine will start working. But I used to solder. So normally you're supposed to check here, but because there's no fuse here, definitely you know that the first thing that got spoiled is the transistor, IGBT transistor, that's fixed in between here. They are hidden in between here. So I want to lose this very board. I want to lose this very board out and check those transistors, whether they are okay or not. So let's go. Turn the machine. Move the screws. Yes, you have opened. This is the board. This is the control boards here. So that's the machine, that's the control board. This is all. So in this case now, I've checked with all these transistors. These are the transistor, IGBT transistors. I've read them and they are bad. These ones are bad. Another one here, and another one is here. That's using 4 IGBT transistors to work. One is here, the second one is here, while the third one is here. These two are together. These ones, you look at this very number, you find out this one is let's see whether we can see the writing on the transistors. Okay, see the writings. I don't know if you can see the writings. Right, this one is diode transistor, IGBT diode transistors. These two are the IGBT diode transistor. They contain diodes. Why this one's here is different. This one is on normal IGBT MOSFETs. You see, this is the normal MOSFETs. I don't know whether I can see the image very clear. Okay. Sorry guys, we cannot see it. I will still get a number on the screen. So this is the second number. This is true. This one is bad already. It's 50T. T65FD1. 50T65FD1. That's the transistor, main IGBT MOSFET driving transistors of this welding machine. This one is 2 from here. Why this one contains diodes? This one contains diodes, right? Maybe you can see this. This one contains diodes. Okay. So let's go on. We try to read the pins. These are the 3 pins. Let's check them briefly. You see, this diode, normally the middle one is supposed not to be reading. You see, the middle one is reading. As you can see, the noise. So let's put it in this type of machine. Normally for a beginner, they used to put a coating glue on the pins, so you hardly get contact. So I'm using this iron to remove it, so that you get a clean contact. That's what I'm doing now. I will get the accurate reading. So let's go again. I read the 2 pins. You see, because it's bad. Then I read the second pin. You see, the 2 pin is bad. Then let me read the other transistor at that ground. This is 2 transistors. This one is blown completely. If you look at it, you see it's blown already. You see, this one is blown. So another reading. Let's go to this. You get to the pins. I read. You see, you can see the sound. I hope you can hear the sound. The middle one too, I have to show that they are all blown. They are bad. So I need to replace them immediately. Okay. Removing the transistor that's bad. I'm trying to change the new IGB transistors that I bought. So I'm trying to replace them. Okay. As you can see, it has been fixed. The transistors are there now. The IGBT transistor has been replaced. That's the first one. The IGBT diode, this is the 2 one. has been fixed. You see it's new. And this one too. The transistor, the third one is here and fixed, and the fourth one is here. This one will be fixed properly. Okay, so we are good to go. Now let's fix it and see how it works. Okay, so follow me. Let's come and couple it now. See the effect. Okay, so let's fix it now. The bad one. So as a beginner, this is the board. It has been RGB transistor has been replaced and it's fixed now. You see, everything is tight and okay. So the transistors are okay for. So now we are going to plug the cables. So as a beginner, whenever I have a problem like this and an electronic appliance that you want to fix, as a beginner, make sure before you remove any of this cable like this, especially the ones that have a similar port, the ones that have similar port like these ones, like here we have this tiny jack, they have the same pin, sizes. Okay, see they are tiny and these their holes here, they look alike. So as a beginner you have to put a mark as I did here. Now you see the blue mark I put here, you see the one, the blue mark here I put there. So two of them are the same. You have to put each cable the mark, the same mark is here. Look at the blue marks here too. So any of them that look alike, either two or three cables, just make sure you make a mark either any of the side before you remove the jacks. But anyone that has a different jacks that is easy to identify, don't need to put mark on them. All these things so that you will not make mistake. When after removing it, when you want to replace them, you do mistake and put a jack in the wrong socket. That would be a disaster. Okay, so let's now, we are going to replace each jack where they belong. This is blue with this mark in here. So this one is going here with the sockets. Then why this one does not have mark? Because this is the only hole available. So you put it here. Even with this color here, it's also easy to identify where it's removed. So this one too goes here. Okay, so the cables are okay now. Cables are okay. Then this is the power cable. Even this one too, there's a mark here. You can see this blue mark. This blue color here is also, there's blue here. So that means this very wire should go here. Okay. This is for beginner. So the cable is going here now. It's going here. And the second one goes here. Okay, so it's fixed now. Then this is for the fan. This one's for the fan. It also have a marking here. You see the blue markings I put here too. This one still having its own blue marking. This indicates that this very jack is to be placed here. This is to avoid mistakes. I'm putting the jack in the wrong socket. That's going to be a problem, and I hope you don't need that. So as you can see, every wire has been put in place. Every socket I put in place. This wire is for the sensor. As when the temperature is high, when you on this soldering welding machine, once we on it, if this very fan may not start blowing immediately, right? Until once this transistor RGB transistor gets hot. Once this radiator gets hot, a certain temperature, it sends a signal to this board that these ions are hot. This radiator are hot. Then these ICs here, chip here, it communicate to this fan, it starts blowing to make sure it radiates, it cools these heat sinks, right? So everything is fixed now, it's okay. So now we are going to do the testing to see whether our job worked or not. Okay guys, so let's go. Let's test whether it works. Okay, and I put the video. It's time to plug. Okay, so let me on it. So the on button. Wow guys, it's working. The machine is working perfectly. As you can see, it's working now. You see? The machine is working perfectly fine. Wow. Thank you guys for watching. Like my video and share. See you next my next video. Bye.